What up, MetaZoo Maniacs and Crypto Campers? Today is June 25th, 2025, and I should be hunting for the Kraken right now on MetaZooTheHunt.com. But first, let's get out this eBay sales video. There's going to be a lot of stuff in this video. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it seems like the new MetaZoo is going to zero pretty fast, except if you put a 1 in front of it. You're going to find out later in the video what I mean by that. But let's check out the Torrential Tides pre-orders. So Nerd Store CO still has 40 boxes available, none sold, $82 or best offer accepted. Elite 4 Master at $84.99 has sold 2 boxes, and they have 58 available. So I don't know if this is a popular theory or not, but maybe since there's that Chase alternate art box, which is going to be the Jet Yates box, not the Poncho box in this set, I really think MetaZoo should release how hard the Chase is going to be. Like, if you're guaranteed to get 1 per case, which is optimal, maybe 1 or 2, that'll drive down the price on the alternate art box, but it'll still have some premium to it. But if it is like 1 in every 5 to 10 cases, I think the general consensus is out there is a lot of stores are trying to sell a lot of pre-orders, so when they get their cases, they're just going to sell the individual boxes and pull out the big valuable like $1,500 box out of the cases and just liquidate everything else for really cheap, and it's just going to destroy the market. So MetaZoo, if you're listening, and anyone that disagrees, please comment below, but I think you got to put 1 or 2 of the alternate art boxes per case to hold some value in buying a case, and this way, you know, I don't know. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. And if you have a different theory as to why Torrential Tides has literally like no hype for the pre-orders and why people are just very skeptical to even purchase anything, let me know that as well. But anyways, let's get to the rest. There's a lot of crazy sales, and I absolutely love every second of making these videos, so let's get into it. Okay, let's check out how the base set's doing. Oh, $59 in auction, 2 bids. We're below distribution pricing now. And then when you minus the eBay fees, not good, not good. Oh, we got a base set booster box from Crypto Nation First Edition, only $102.50 in auction. And that's on June 18, 2025. Oh no, also on June 18, 2025. First Edition, I mean, let's zoom right on in. First Edition, Crypto Nation booster box, only $83 in auction. Then we have another one up in Canada, sold for $129.50 Canadian, which is $94.35 American. And that's on June 19, 2025. I mean, let's just be real. Are you going to pre-order a new box of Torrential Tides, or would you rather have a first edition full holo Mothman PSA 10 for $82, which is literally the pre-order price for Torrential Tides that people aren't even paying for? It's because they're spending their money over here. At least that's my theory. At least that's where part of the money's going. I mean, we got reverse holo first edition Mothman PSA 10 for only $38.51. And then we got another full holo Mothman PSA 10 first edition, only $73 in auction. I mean, here we got the best card from Nightfall, full holo Mothman PSA 10, only $25. It's barely worth grading. And that's the best card you're going to buy in Nightfall. Well, besides Old Scratch, I meant to say the best card you can pull in Nightfall. I mean, another full holo Mothman PSA 10, only $27 in auction. Here we have the MetaZoo Alpha promo packs. 165 sold, 3 more available at Retrospecs Collectibles. They're selling for $9.99 each. Okay, let's get into some new MetaZoo here that's trying to get to 0 as fast as possible. But if you put a 1 in front of that 0, now you know what I'm talking about. If you get a PSA 10, it's a whole different ball game. But if it's not a PSA 10, if it's anything, it's PSA 10 or nothing at this point for the new MetaZoo. So let's check it out. PSA 8 Mothman alternate art, $26 in auction. I'm actually surprised it sold for even that much. Okay, let's see who can get to 0 first. So we have a PSA 9 Snallygaster, $2.79 in auction. I think more people need to be aware of this Snallygaster art. I mean, I'm not a fan of Snallygaster, but this pig right in the front here does it for me. This is awesome. But if it wasn't for that pig, I think this might have been a 0, like a 99-cent auction. Hey, we got Chupacabra, PSA 9, alternate art, $7.50 in auction. Hey, we got a Basilisk, PSA 8, sold for $2.79 in auction. Hodag alternate art, PSA 9, I mean, that's not a bad grade, only $2.79 in auction. Like, if some of these prices don't tell you that the new set's in complete trouble, look at this is base set. And these are really nice cards. Like, these alternate art cards are really nice. And this is Hodag. PSA 9 is not a bad grade. $2.79. Oh no, we had our first card that went to $0.99. Phoenix, alternate art, PSA 8. I mean, it's not the best grade. But I mean, these cards were not cut very well. There's going to be a lot of PSA 8s out there, unfortunately. Yeah, 99 cents in auction. Oh, we got another Phoenix PSA 8 sold for $2.79 in auction. And next we have Trample PSA 9, $5.50 in auction. Another Snallygaster PSA 9 for $2.79. Oh no, another Hodag. Oh, this one's a PSA 8 for $2.79. Well, Bigfoot's pulling some weight as a PSA 9, but I mean, it's still pretty bad. It's not even worth grading the card. I mean, if you're not getting a PSA 10, I mean, it's not even worth it. $14.50 for Bigfoot alternate art. In my opinion, one of the nicest alternate arts, if not the nicest, Dragon Oconto Falls. I mean, if you see this in person, you know what I'm talking about. PSA 9 alternate art, only $9.50. And another Dragon Oconto Falls PSA 9, only $8.51. Next we have a Ziz PSA 9 for $5.50. Even the almighty Rainbow Crow PSA 9, only $17 in auction. Dingbell PSA 9 sold for $12 in auction. Oh no, we got another alternate art that went to zero. $0.99 for Sword of Surtur PSA 8. Yeah, 99 cents in auction. Another PSA 8 Sword of Surtur, $1.25. Chupacabra alternate art PSA 9, only $1.25. I mean, does this mean MetaZoo's in big trouble, or is this just a bunch of steals of a deal? Let me know. I mean, I know DC Sports 87 does combined shipping, so I mean, these cards are pretty much free if they're doing combined shipping on all these cards. It's like pay $16.37 in shipping, and you can buy all these cards for 99 cents, $1.25, $2.37. That's nuts. I'd say this is a pretty decent hit for an alternate art, but PSA 9, Sun Wukong, I guess the light version they call it, only $3.25. The almighty Quetzalcoatlus PSA 9, $15.55. I mean, even the news is out that, you know, MetaZoo's out of print for base set. They're not printing anymore. Yeah, that didn't help at all. I mean, things are just bare bones minimum prices here. It's crazy. Unless it's a PSA 10, but we're getting to those right away. I mean, can you believe your eyes? Quetzalcoatlus alternate art PSA 9, $5 in auction. 7 bids. Only made it to $5. Another Sun Wukong PSA 9, only $6.06 in auction. Monkey Mirage, one of my favorite cards. Like, the artwork on here is absolutely bananas. As a PSA 9, only $6.50. Okay, let's start strong with the PSA 10s. We got Dragon Oconto Falls PSA 10 for $63.88. So you can see there's a huge jump in here. The PSA 9 Dragon Oconto Falls was selling for what, $8, $9? And it's the only one that graded a PSA 10 so far. So hence, it's the very first Dragon Oconto Falls PSA 10. But not all PSA 10s are doing well. I mean, we got Grootslang PSA 10, $18.50. Here we have a Snallygaster, $42 as a PSA 10. So as you can see, the PSA 10s are selling for quite a bit more than the PSA 9s, but the PSA 10s are a lot lower population. Like, they're going to be very hard to get. Next we have Ziz PSA 10, so for $27 in auction. Now we just saw a Snallygaster that was over $40. This one sold for $31 in auction. And then we have a Trample PSA 10 that sold for $20.50. And here's an interesting one that just fell right under the radar for only $7.50. I mean, it's Basilisk, probably one of the least popular alternate arts out of the 20 that they made. I mean, PSA 10 for $7.50. Anytime you're buying a PSA 10 for less than the price that it costs to grade the card, has to be considered a steal of a deal. Next, we have a Dingbell alternate art PSA 10 that sold for $51 in auction. So we had 2 Lady Lucks that sold in auction as PSA 10s. So the first one sold for $35, which I would say was a pretty good deal. I think this is a pretty popular card. And then there was another one that sold for $55 in auction, so $20 more. And then the big boy, the Mothman alternate art triple star rare PSA 10. The only one that's graded a PSA 10. As you can see here, there's only population 1. So let's check out the PSA population report as of June 25th, 2025. As you can see right here, zoom on in. So there's 123 cards sent in, only 35 PSA 10s. So as we all knew, if the print quality is not that good, any card that gets a PSA 10 is going to sell for an insane premium. And as you can see right here, Mothman alternate art, 7 sent in and only 1 PSA 10. So the Mothman sold, as you can see here, $181.38. Okay, so in the same string of auctions from DC Sports Cards, we had a hidden rare Bigfoot, PSA 9, only $162.50. I mean, I know the Mothhawk probably picked this up, I don't know, but I'm sure I'll comment below. PSA 9 Sun Wukong, $177.50. Then we have the Piazza Bird PSA 9 Hidden Rare, $222.50 in auction. Now I know what everyone's thinking. What about the Mothbrion? Well, the Mothbrion was not a PSA 9. It was the elusive PSA 8.5. That might add some collectability right there. I mean, that's a really unusual grade. You don't see that very often at all. And as you can see in the PSA population report, there's only 2 cards from the new MetaZoo that have a grade of 8.5. That's what this 2 is right here. But it doesn't look like that added any value for the Mothbrion. Only $227.50 in auction. Raw copies of this card sell for more, but I don't know if those raw copies would grade much better than an 8.5. Maybe a 9 if you're lucky. So is this a steal of a deal? I think just to have a copy of the Mothbrion for this price, whoever picked this up, I'm calling it. That's a steal of a deal. Especially because I was part of the Catch 'em All Collectibles eBay live stream like last weekend with ROM cards. And yeah, we went through the entire case and there wasn't even a hidden rare in the entire case. And this is definitely the second best hidden rare you can get. So to pick it up for $227.50, I mean, that's a steal of a deal without a doubt. Here's a potential steal of a deal. So Full Holo Mothman, you know, the 1-star rarity, this is awesome artwork by Jet Yates at ERT_Pokemon Collectibles. They have 11 available for $2.99 each. I mean, anyone watching this video, maybe scoop them all up. I mean, that is a pretty nice card. I know it's probably got a bunch of roller lines on it and wasn't cut very well, but if you just want a crazy Mothman collection, that's a pretty good price. Oh, look at this, $269 with coupon code. So there you go. Oh no, we got the Piazza Bird alternate art as a CGC 10 for $12.50. I mean, CGC 10 is pretty much the same thing, like Gem Mint 10, I should say. It's pretty much the same thing as a PSA 9. It's just no value at all. Not even worth grading if you're going to get that grade. So you want the pristine 10 for CGC, and you want obviously PSA 10 for PSA. Because as you can see here, the same Piazza Bird as a pristine 10, $52 in auction. But as a Gem Mint 10, only $12.50. Next we have first edition Full Holo Mothman PSA 9, only $36 in auction. I don't know if this is a confirmed sale or not, but $10 for the poncho box, I don't care what condition it is. That's insane. If this was a real sale, that is a massive steal of a deal. $10 for the poncho box? I don't think this is an official sale though. Maybe the auction ended early. I don't know. Anyways, but according to what I'm seeing here, $10 for the poncho box. Empty. It's empty. I don't know what the condition was, but $1.25 for a Full Holo Mothman from Nightfall. You just can't go wrong at $1.25. Next we have UFO from the UFO set. Full Holo PSA 10, only $27 in auction. This card is very hard to grade as a PSA 10, so that's a steal of a deal in my opinion. Next we have first edition Loveland Frogman PSA 9 for $5.50. I mean, you would think this is second edition Loveland Frogman, like PSA 8 or something, but no, this is first edition. Speaking of second edition Full Holo Mothman PSA 9, only $5.02. Next we have a raw copy of Dragon of Conto Falls, sold for $16.50. Hey, we got the Hulk Smash Bigfoot at Catch 'em All Collectibles. They have a ton of these at $3.94 each. What's going on with Monkey Mirage? Is it just not playable or something? I mean, $1.25. Even with PSA 9s it wasn't selling for anything. Okay, let's get to some OG MetaZoo. We got the 30th anniversary boxes. 8 of these boxes. There's 5 cards per box. Only $20.50 in auction. Oh no, remember when these used to sell on Quote all day, every day? So you got a box of what, 24 blisters of Seance and 2 spellbooks? Only $27 for everything. That's cheaper than Quote. Hey, we got the embossed full art cards you get from the Collecticon. You get 2 cards per pack. Everyone knows what these are. So $13.50 for the whole lot. Crazy thing is, in case you don't know, so there you can see the embossed cards a little closer. You can send these in to PSA, and PSA is not going to dock you for it having that, you know, stamp in the middle there that ruins the card a little, but it looks actually pretty cool. PSA will grade these as a variation of these cards. You will not lose marks for any damage that the stamp did to the card. Next we have a box of Nightfall, $22.50 American in auction. Here we have a second edition Kryptonation booster box sold for $9.50. Box of Wilderness sold in auction for $12.50. Here we have 24 Wilderness blisters sold for $21 in auction. And 24 Nightfall blisters sold for $22.50 in auction. Hey, it's Reverse Hollow Mothman, PSA 10, only $10.50 in auction. Here we have another hidden rare Bigfoot, PSA 9, so for $224.50 in auction. Another Sun Wukong hidden rare, PSA 9, so for $191.50 in auction. So remember, the PSA 8.5 Mothbrion sold for $227.50 in auction, and a PSA 9 Mothbrion sold for $290 in auction, which is still a steal of a deal. With the secondary market so cheap on base set and OG MetaZoo, I just can't imagine buying any torrential tides right now. Here's a nice card that's a pristine 10, $21.50 for Sam Sinclair. One of the first promo cards, I think was in 2023, was the first of the Collecticon promo cards. Actually, I'd probably say here, does it say which Collecticon? No, it just says Collecticon, but not which one it was. Very cool, we got Sam Sinclair up the bat. If anyone knows anything about the lore, like the story of the old MetaZoo and the manga, you know this is a very important scene. And look back here, we got Andy and Mike Waddell just hanging out. Mike Waddell with his red sweater. Oh, look at this, it's Mothman coming in to ruin the baseball game. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. If they read the manga, they know exactly what's going on here. I do like this Mothman jersey that he's wearing here. Next we have one of the nicest Sam Sinclair promo cards, well, the nicest one ever made. PSA 8, but the auto got a 10. $46.50 in auction. We all know this card, and holy moly is that nice. Okay, let's check out some of the convention promos. So we got just the regular Metal Man of Alabama, the full art. You can buy it for $1.99 each. There's a ton of copies here at Sandworm Collectibles. But if you want the sketch art Metal Man of Alabama, it's $26.99. I mean, these sketch arts, I still don't have one, but they look pretty nice in the videos I've seen. Also at Sandworm Collectibles, we have the Dragon Oconto Falls, or sorry, Cumberland Dragon, $39.99. One sold, 4 available. Very nice artwork. This is one of the promo cards you trade up for when you redeem and get the other ones embossed. Cumberland Dragon sketch card promo, $69.99. Very nice. Here's an auction that honestly surprised me. So what do we have here? This is a second edition box. This is not first edition. As you can see right here, second edition. So keep in mind, this auction ended for $142. But what's here? UFO, second edition, Seance, Wilderness, and Chromie's Cryptic Carnival. How did this sell for $142? Oh, it's a pink box for Chromie's Cryptic Carnival. Whoop-de-doo, but I guess that does add a little more value. I'm honestly surprised this sold for as much as it did. I mean, 6 boxes of second edition for $114.75 American in auction. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm even shocked that 6 boxes of Nightfall would sell for even $236.79 in a case, like in auction. And then another case of Nightfall sold for $245.54. And another lot of 6 Nightfall booster boxes for $260 American. I mean, if this doesn't say MetaZoo's in trouble, I don't know what does. What do you think, Bigfoot? I mean, Bigfoot Kickstarter Full Hollow. That card alone is legendary. I mean, yes, it's an AGS case, Gem and 10, but I mean, it looks pretty good condition. I mean, it can't be that bad. Only $65.57. This is a Full Hollow Kickstarter Bigfoot. Hey, we got a thank you box. Even these are coming down in value. Only $31.89 in auction. Hey, remember when people were paying an arm and a leg for these on Quote? This Shaw Mead Bigfoot business card, only $23.50 in auction. Literally, we're back to 2024 when MetaZoo didn't even have a company. It was dead in the water. Bankruptcy, like there's no hope for MetaZoo. This is a Power Up Red Kickstarter PSA 10, only $52 in auction. I mean, never mind that Bigfoot Kickstarter that sold for cheap. I mean, if you're going to talk about popular cards from OG MetaZoo, PSA 10, a Kickstarter, and these don't grade too well. These have a very low population. I think there's less than 40 of these that graded a PSA 10. For only $52, that's insane. I know it got pretty cheap in 2024, but I don't know if it was this cheap. It might have been pretty close though. Hey, we got the hollow uncut sheet of Wilderness for the poker cards. Only $31 in auction. It says read description. Oh, hold on, this is a kit. This isn't just a sheet. Wait a minute. No. This can't be right. It's all the sheets? Oh no, someone got and all this too? Holy moly, am I seeing this right? If someone that won this auction is watching this video, please comment below and let me know, did you win all of this for $31? Here's a description right here. Wow, it's all of this. Pause the screen if you need to here. I'm going to zoom in for you. All of this for $31. Holy moly. That is beyond steal of a deal. That's insane. I'm pretty sure this was sold on the Quote streams, but uncut sheet of Nightfall, all non-hollow, but that's a pretty nice sheet. For 70 bucks, steal of a deal. Oh man, these used to be selling for over 120 bucks, $180 all day long on Quote. I wonder if Ryan's watching this part of the video from the Quote streams. Chaos Crystal, Andy's Chaos Crystal, only $46.50 in auction. At one point, anyone that watched the Quote streams knows what I'm talking about. People were going absolutely apeshit for this card. And now it's selling for less than 50 bucks in auction. Here's a cool card you don't see too often unless Frostbite Labs sends you this. But $46 in auction. Well, I guess this one's got the Mike stamp on it though. Right, that's pretty cool. Here, let's zoom right on in. Boom. Mike gold cards. Pretty cool. I'm pretty sure these were selling for a pretty penny on Quote as well. Only $102.50 in auction. For the MetaZoo Staff Medal, that's a pretty nice looking card. Here's an interesting one, Chromie's Cryptic Carnival. The Deluxe Super Duper Premium Edition with 2 boxes, the promo cards. It's sold for a buy now is $170 American. Oh no, it's a MetaZoo Influencer Medal. Quick story, I once had one of these that MetaZoo sent me. I graded it, it got a PSA 9. And eventually, because I wanted to buy a sample one to go, I sold mine for $350 American, and I felt like I was selling it for too cheap. And that was about a year and a half ago. Now, because of Quote and the new MetaZoo liquidating off all the old MetaZoo product to EV and HQ, and then Quote was selling it all off on all these whatnot streams, and you can see in the inventory list, there's a lot of these that were printed. Like hundreds and hundreds. I think just over 1,000 of these were printed. Yeah, now it's selling for only $8.50 in auction. And then another one sold for $12.50 in auction. These are cheaper than Quote prices. And Quote was just liquidating these off as fast as they could. Okay, next we have a Kickstarter Phoenix Rain PSA 10, sold for $40 in auction. Flatwoods Monster Full Hollow Kickstarter PSA 10, only $58.61 in auction. Next we have the Patreon Archcaster Metal, sold for $16.50 in auction. Next we have MetaZoo Topps Chrome Chaos Crystal Green Refractor serialized out of 99, only $8.51 in auction. Now I hear there's a lot of people trying to scoop up this card because it's really good for gameplay. Someone comment below, is that true, is that not true, but that's what I hear. Quetzalcoatlus Alternate Art, $28 in auction. This is a really nice card. Flatwoods Monster from the UFO set, PSA 10, only $11.38 in auction. Let's zoom on in. Very nice pull, but not very nice to grade, but very nice pickup, whoever bought that. Cryptid Busters, $15.50 in auction. This is just one of the cooler cards from OG MetaZoo. And not that easy to pull from the UFO set. First edition, not Kickstarter, first edition Chaos Crystal Full Hollow, PSA 10, only $10.50 in auction. Here's a cool card, the Far Out Bunch, only $15.50 in auction as a PSA 10. Let's take a closer look. Boom. Now that's nice artwork for a card. The Far Out Bunch. And then we have another one that was also a PSA 10. Only $5.50. And if you're looking for a reverse Hollow Mothman from the new MetaZoo set, or the base set I should say, you can find some at Catch 'em All Collectibles. They have quite a few available, 2 sold. Selling them for $20 each. Okay, next we got some sample cards. We got Sample Hodag, PSA 9, sold for $221.49 American. So we have our Dark Crystal, the Blood Ruby, PSA 9, it's sample card. Only $123.50. Now this is the part of the video where you're going to see why MetaZoo, undeniably I think is in trouble. Because if sample cards are selling for record lows, I don't know what to say. Like, what hope does Torrential Tides have? And I promise I'm not trying to be negative, I'm just being real. Next we have Kushtaka for Noah Cloud. AGS 9 sample card, only $143.90 in auction. PSA 9 sample Sam Sinclair, absolutely the lowest it's ever sold for, by far. $204.01 American in auction, $280 Canadian. The original Beastie Humanoid. And then we have a Walking Sam sample card, PSA 9. And trust me, PSA 9 is not a bad grade for a sample card. Good luck getting these as PSA 10s. And it didn't even sell for $200 American, it was $196.72. Another insane steal of a deal. And then we have Flatwoods Monster, PSA 9. Sample card. Didn't even crack the $200 barrier either, $196.72. Sun Wukong, PSA 10, Population 2, $405 in auction. It's crazy the difference between a PSA 9 and PSA 10, but that's because the print quality was so bad. PSA 10s are without a doubt going to have a huge premium. And as we saw earlier in the video, we had a Mothbrion as a PSA 9 sold for $290, and a Mothbrion Raw sold for $290 as well. And then we have another raw copy of the Mothbrion that sold for $305 in auction. Now here's a crazy sale. So MetaZoo Kickstarter Booster Box Bundle, $1,900 on June 24, 2025. Let's see what you get in this bundle. I mean, this is insanity. You get 2 Kickstarter booster boxes from original MetaZoo and a spellbook for $1,900. And it looks like it comes in these pretty badass cases too. So I'll show it one more time. Best offer accepted, under $2,000, $1,900. I know I've said it a few times in this video, obviously, it's kind of the theme of the video, that Torrential Tides is in trouble, and this is like huge evidence right here. And now, hopefully, things can change, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what has to happen, like some crazy marketing plan, I have no idea. Oh, and yes, on June 17, 2025, I seen this on eBay, and someone picked it up like pretty quick. It was a Kickstarter Full Hollow Mothman. They were listing it for $100, best offer accepted, $80. Now in the listing they did admit there was some damage at the top of the card. I believe it was up here somewhere. I mean, you can't really see it clearly in this photo. But I remember seeing this listing, and it is a real Kickstarter Full Hollow Mothman. But if you made it this far in the video, I don't care what the condition is. I mean, it wasn't like ripped in half or anything, or like bent in half. This is a Kickstarter Full Hollow Mothman. But I mean, it's a Kickstarter Full Hollow Mothman selling for $80. I don't know if I missed this in my last video, but June 12, 2025, the Poncho Box sold for $979.69 in auction. I don't know if I covered this yet. Holy moly, under $1,000 for the Poncho Box? I can't say that I've seen this. I mean, maybe I have and I forgot, but holy moly. Is anyone else blown away by what they're looking at here? Damn. And there's another Poncho Box on June 16, 2025 that sold for $1,400, best offer accepted. Now here's an interesting sale. So we have the MetaZoo What's Your Passion. It's got the gold ink promo, the 18 karat gold pendant, $1,800 American, June 17, 2025. If you made it to the end of the video, you were rewarded with that. That is absolutely nuts. Let's take a look at the picture. So they wanted $5,000, they took $1,800. I mean, that is absolutely nuts. These are one of ones, right? This is 18 karat gold, gold ink. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And the promo card here is a one of one. It's supposed to be the only one, except for the fact that we've seen uncut sheets on Quote with this exact same card on it. So it's not really a one of one, but maybe it's the only one that was cut. We hope, we think. Can we trust it? I don't know. But I mean, that is 18 karat gold pendant there of, I guess, red ink, well, gold ink. And one more cool sale that I found here. We had the MetaZoo Native Secret Rare Heart Seed Token on June 17, 2025, PSA 8. It's serialized out of 10. Sold for $300, best offer accepted. And in case you're wondering what it looks like, I mean, that's pretty crazy to pull. Okay, so we reached the end of the video. Let me know what you think. I mean, what do you think of Torrential Tides? I mean, this is over a month ago. I'm sure MetaZoo has a plan, but I'm just saying. I mean, if the Poncho Box is already dipping under $1,000 in auction, and we have another one that was selling for $1,400 best offer accepted, then what chance does Nerd Store CO have? I mean, shoot, even if the Jet Yates box is every 1 in every 5 to 10 cases like the Poncho Box will be the absolute chase alt art box ever in the new MetaZoo. It doesn't matter what they do with the alt art box in the future. I mean, the Poncho Box was the first. It's Poncho, and it's got the 4 craziest promos you're going to find in MetaZoo. So if that's already dropping in value, and you could buy 2 Kickstarter booster boxes from original OG MetaZoo and a spellbook for under $2,000, then what hope does this guy have? I mean, obviously the artwork's nice. It's beautiful. They're having fun games with this MetaZoo The Hunt text to play game. Like, a lot of fun, but comment below, is there anyone watching this video that has placed a pre-order for Torrential Tides? And when I say a pre-order, well, I mean even if it's one box, but has anyone pre-ordered more than 2 boxes? That's what I want to know from all my viewers that are watching this video. And if you've ordered more than 2 boxes, is there anyone that's ordered a case? And trust me, I hope things turn around, but who knows, maybe this will be like the legendary set in Pokemon, where it wasn't printed too much because there wasn't much demand for it, but then ironically, like 20 years later, I mean, it's impossible to find a sealed box, and if you do, it's worth, you know, several thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars. So maybe that's a secret value in Torrential Tides. Maybe it'll have a low print run because there isn't much demand for it, but then in the future, it's going to be incredibly hard to find. So I don't know. Let me know. Comment below. What do you think the future of Torrential Tides is going to be? As always, comment below, and we'll see you in the next video.